Long distance backpacking has always intrigued me, traveling from town to town, meeting people, and experiencing life in the most simplest of ways. This next series follows me as I dive into that world, and although my journey has stopped short due to some gear failures, I feel like my experiences along the way are worth sharing. Join me as I conquer more of my milestones with miles hiked, my first town layover, my first post office Dropbox, and experiencing real-life trail angels for the first time. This is my story of 10 days in the Pennsylvania wilds. Well, I'm leaving Crossfork behind. It's time to move on. Had an awesome layover there. I couldn't even get into my lodge. Met some fishermen outside the lodge, and they're already giving me a cold beer, big chunk of ham. Yoo-hoo. Boy, the stay last night was great. Slept really good. The bed was awesome. The shower was even better. I'm gonna enjoy it again tonight and head out in the morning. Did my clothes in the sink here with my wilderness wash, which has been working great. And I have them hung on the line behind the lodge here. Lucked out with some beautiful sun today in Crossfork. I just went down to the store, got a Yoo-hoo and a bag of chips. The fellows next door made me a huge sandwich last night. I had half for breakfast and I just had the other half now. And these shorts I got from Dutch Wear really came in handy for washing clothes and going around town while I was waiting for them to dry. But they're dry now, so it's time to get dressed up. And they weighed nothing, like just nothing. Little pocket in them and everything. Oh, and yesterday I got a triple scoop of ice cream at the store. Nice little general store. You can definitely resupply there. You can get cheese and ham and sandwiches, ice cream, chips, and resupply stuff, you know? You can get some resupply stuff there. Toilet paper and that. Then across the street there at the Crossfork Diner, I had a pork chop dinner. Oh man, it was so good to have a hot dinner. I wanted everything on the menu. I really wanted wings, I really wanted a cheeseburger, but I decided on just a full dinner. That was a really cool through-hike experience. I mean, to have one myself and run into some nice people. The guys next door, they've been so welcoming to me. They've been coming here for years, and they're so excited about me because I was the first hiker they met. They gave me all this fresh baked bread and ham. So I just toasted some up in the toaster here. Fried some ham up in the skillet here. I'm gonna have a ham sandwich. I'm gonna take some ham on the trail because they gave me a bag of bread, homemade baked bread. So today for lunch we're having ham sandwiches. Boy, if you like fishing, that's the town to go to. That's a fishing town there. Everything's completely dry. Got everything dried out overnight. Got all my batteries charged. Before this trip, I got myself a 24 volt wall charger from Anchor that has 2 USB ports in it. So whenever I get to a wall outlet, I can plug it in. So everything's charged up. With my batteries, I had two 20,000 milliamp power banks from Nightcore. When I got into town, they each have 4 dots on them to indicate how much charge I have. I was down to my second battery and had 2 dots left on it. Oh, and my resupply box worked out just according to plan. Post office was right next door to the lodge. Got that and got all my food organized, packed up. I probably have way too much food, especially after the bag of ham and bread I got now. That was an easy pickup, easy to do. Even got to send some souvenirs back home to the family. So that was a fun stay. So one change I did make at my stay at Crossfork, not change, but I have another option, is I got myself another smart water bottle, and I'm going to use that as a dirty water bottle for my Sawyer squeeze. I'm finding it difficult to squeeze that C-Knock, which one is it? I forget the name, but that flexible bladder thing. I like it. It's easy to fill, it's easy to use, but I got the 2-liter one. I don't know, it's just hard for me to really get a good squeeze on that. It's taking longer than I wanted to. So I figured one other empty bottle isn't gonna hurt my weight too much. So I'm gonna try to go back to my old method of just squeezing the bottle into it. But I definitely like the C-Knock for a long water carrier. I was using, I think, one of those Evernew 2-liter things. I've had that thing for so long too. It was time to upgrade. So next time I get water, I'm gonna use that bottle and see if it's not any faster than that new one I got. Options are good. Yeah, the wind gusts are gonna pick up this afternoon and they're supposed to die off. But that's gonna bring some cold temperatures in. I think the highs are gonna be in the mid 50s the next few days. And there's gonna be a chance of rain. So I'm definitely gonna enjoy this beautiful sky today. Nice big clouds. We don't have a big hike plan today. I am carrying a lot of weight out of town here. A lot of ham, a lot of bread. So I'm gonna have that for lunch. Coming up soon, we're gonna come to a shelter. Scoville brand shelter. Just ran into the first couple SDS through hikers. They're on their 5th day. They're excited to get into Crossfork. They stayed at the shelter that I'm aiming for today for lunch. They should be pretty close. Welcome back to the Donut Hole Trail. This is the section where the STS and the DHT link back up and they follow the same route. Okay, made it to our first break for the day. Welcome to the Scoville brand shelter. Sign Crossfork, 6.5 miles, ice cream. Lunch at Scoville brand shelter, delicious. Ham sandwiches with mustard and a ginger ale I brought in from town. I ate all the ham, but I'm saving a lot of the bread. We're about halfway through our day. I only have 5 more miles left today. Boy, that's a lot of weight. Getting back into it again. But no big rush here. Not from this guy today. Crossfork was 94 miles into my journey. And since we left town, it's been 6.5 miles. That means I hiked 100 miles. 100.5 to be exact, but that's pretty cool. I was keeping track of that until I thought my mileage was a little bit off, I guess. I thought I was gonna hit it up on this pipeline here we're about to walk. When I saw that sign, I was like, well, I guess I was a little off, 6.5 miles. Well, I did it though, 100 miles hiked. Never did that before. Another milestone. Just walking along this pipeline here. We got 2 humps we gotta get over in this hot sun, but could be worse. Then after we make our final climb on these, we got some downhill, a little bit of downhill. And I think there might be a huge climb before camp. So the Smart Water bottle works a little better. It's a little easier to grip around and squeeze that. Yeah, I just been keeping to myself today, minding my own business. Just hiking and listening to the audiobook and just enjoying this easy to follow trail. Susquehanna trail system is a really nicely taken care of trail. Oh, we have nice bridges on this trail. I've had some nice bridges throughout the whole trail though. I mean, the only bridgeless part was the Hemmersley Fork area, and it's on a trail, so. Well, we just finished up our last climb, coming up out of that hollow there. That was windy up on top there. I just wanted to get up and over. So here we are. Camp should be right down over this hill here. We're crossing this road. And we're about to come up to Young Woman's Creek. Looks like it's going to be about 11 or 12 mile day. I think probably closer to 11. I haven't seen a marker in a while. The nice thing about the STS is they have mile markers for you almost every mile. It's not perfect, I don't think, but there's not one every mile is what I mean, but pretty close. Well, I made it to my intended camp, right over Ted's Truss here. And it looks like a tree has fallen right where I put my tent. Looks like it just fell too. Perfectly live tree. Is that a bad sign? I mean, it's a nice tent spot. I mean, it looks fresh. It's like a live tree. Perfect place for a tent. Maybe back here. Let's take this pack off anyway. I need a break no matter what. Looks like there's a chain reaction in the ground that one in the back fell and knocked these other two over from the ground movement, it looks like. Probably from the heavy rains and the wind. Yes. Looks safe enough on this side, nice and flat here. Got a nice sitting log there too for the night. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the tent up. So now the sun's down. Had some curry mango chicken salad and a wrap, one of my all-time favorites. I know I say it all the time. Nice easy dinner tonight. I know I told this story before, but here we are on Ted's Truss over Young Woman's Creek. I'm looking behind me already. But there's a story behind this creek here. Legend says that there was a young pioneer woman that was murdered and thrown into this creek, and her ghost haunts this place. Maybe not this actual bridge, but I don't know exactly where it happened at. But it's funny, I was here, I'm counting 25 months ago. It was a little over 2 years ago. I was doing the Donut Hole Trail and I told the same story. Right up here, the Donut Hole Trail is going to break off from it and do its own thing from the STS. But I said something like, camp here if you dare. And here I am. Good morning. It's currently 5:44 in the morning. I got up pretty early today, a little bit after 5. Went to bed early, woke up and said, hey, let's start it early today. My coffee of choice on this trip. I tried something new. Black Rifle Company. I like it. I like this better than the Starbucks Instant. It's about 57 degrees now. Today's going to be the start of the temperature drop. Well, probably, well, this evening I should say, because it is going to go up today. But tomorrow morning, I think I'm going to wake up to like 48 degrees, and that's basically going to be the high. There's a chance of rain too, so 48 degrees and rain. Oh, I'm sure somebody's going to be down here to saw up all this wood. And there's going to be a big stack of firewood here at Ted's Truss for the summer. Make a note of that. The Susquehanna Trail system goes through some of the darkest skies you're going to find in the United States. Cherry Springs State Park is very well known for dark skies and being able to see like a lot of stars. A lot of people come from far away just to witness that. I woke up about 4 a.m. and I just sleep with this next to the screen, and I just looked up and I just saw through the screen all the stars out. So snuck my phone out for long exposure and then went back to bed. A lot of stars were out, especially since we had no moon last night. It was a new moon. Ooh. Started this morning with a huge climb. Coming out of Morgan's Hollow. I guess we camped down in Morgan's Hollow. I forgot about Morgan's Hollow. This is one of the steepest climbs in north central PA or something like that. This is a beast here. Just about to the top now, and I'm ready to take this vest off. Definitely clouded over since I left camp. That's the biggest climb of the trail yet. I'm taking my vest off. I was wondering why my shirt felt so weird. I had it on backwards, so I fixed that. Feel better now. Well, after that monster climb, it's going to level off here a little bit, and then we're going to have some downhill for a while, because I decided I'm going to take the South Link Trail. I've already taken the North Link Trail to Black Forest, so I'm going to see what the southern one's like. The proposed route sends you up on the STS for a little while longer to link up with the North Link Trail. But since I already did that, I'm going to try the other one. And you can actually use both of them to make a loop. North Link, Black Forest, down to South Link, to Susquehanna, and back up. So, I'm going to try something new for my adventure here. Now, the North Link Trail is very doable. It's mostly railroad grades, but a lot of horses use the trail, and they really tear it apart. When I did that, it was really muddy out, and boy, they really messed the trail up. So I want to see what the southern one's like. That should be right up here. I'm going to keep an eye out on the right. It should be coming up on my right up here. On this flat stretch we have here, we're going to say goodbye to the Donut Hole Trail. It's been about 9 miles where the STS and the DHT follow the same route. A big down tree in this road here. Donut Hole Trail is going to go up to the right here. Our STS is going to go to the left. So the Susquehanna Trail system is a system of small trails all linked together. We've just been hiking on the Rattlesnake Trail. Looks like we just got to the Red Blaze Link Trail. So like I said, I already took the North Link Trail. That's, I don't know how many miles up the way that is. I'll check for you to keep going for the North Link Trail. And it's about 8 miles from there. The North Link Trail is about 8 miles to the Black Forest Trail. Looks like this trail is going to go down to a road possibly. Like I said, I've never done this. That's why, you know, new adventure. Have fun, right? So let's go down here. I think it's called the Wildcat Trail, but I don't see any sign for it. Red blazed and yellow blazed, it looks like. And the North Link Trail looks like it's only about 2 or 3 miles straight on the STS. Trail's marked nice so far. Deal with a blowdown here and there, but you're just going down into this massive hollow. And all I keep thinking is, what goes down must come up. I bet the hike up in the Black Forest Trail is going to be a doozy. I can already tell. Coming down off of Wildcat there, get a little intersection, a little parking area, some roads. There's a little permit camp you can get there. Now we're on Lebo Trail. Still red marks, so I know that's the link trail. Had a nice long break at the picky table there. I ended up talking to a turkey hunter there, an older gentleman. He was friends with Bob Weber, and if you're not familiar with that name, he was very instrumental in the trail building around this area of Pennsylvania. There's a trail named after him, Bob Weber Trail. Lebo Trail's nice. Walking next to this nice little stream over here. And this trail is going to lead out to a road. So from there, we got to pick up another trail. And I figure if all else fails on this, trying to link with this trail, if all else fails, I know I can probably take some roads to the Black Forest Trail. So, but I don't think we're going to need to do that. I think we can find some trails. So we just took Lebo Trail to Fork Hill Road. I'm turning left onto that. I have a strong suspicion this isn't the way. Right down the trail from right where I exited Lebo Trail, the red blaze is split off. I have a suspicion that might be the trail that's going to head over to the Black Forest Trail, or at least take me in that direction. I don't know if I'm gonna have any luck with this road. Let's find out. It's not that far to where it runs into the creek here, but okay, I'm sure this isn't the right way, but we're getting there. I've just walked up that road, I don't know, probably half a mile, not even a mile. And here's County Line Road. Now that's going to take us to Black Forest Trail. Now when I jumped on the Wildcat Trail from the STS, there was no indication that it was a link trail. When you take the North Link Trail, there's a sign that says NLT. And I think there might be a couple as you walk through it. But I mean, I'm enjoying this adventure just because it's new for me. We're gonna walk this County Line Road for just a minute or two, and then jump on another trail. Right up ahead of me, I see a red blaze though, so I don't know. So I don't know. I mean, there's multiple routes you can take. There's multiple routes. Just jump on a logging road, one old dirt road to connect them. Now look at this. I wonder if this is where that red trail would have came out. Now that's another permit camp. Those red blazes are leading right into here though. Interesting. I don't see any more of them. Where are they at? Just curious now. Yeah, they go through this camp. Wonder if that trail just loops around. Interesting. Either way, I'm going with the plan. Either way, I'm going with the plan that I just came up with. We're gonna take this to, I don't know the name of the trail, but that's gonna take us up to Black Forest. After hiking on County Line Road for not even a mile probably, we got to County Line Trail, and that's gonna go right to the Black Forest Trail. So, maybe not my intended route, but planning means nothing, right? So I planned out something, it didn't work out, but we still made it work. So let's head to the Black Forest Trail. We're walking on County Line Trail, not very long at all. I passed a couple nice campsites and I see orange blazes over beside me there. And I think we found the Black Forest Trail. So I'm gonna go and skip off of this and jump over there. There's the orange blazes. And here is BFT. Camp, little camp right there. There's a little camp over there, and there's a big camp right down there. So, had a nice break to celebrate getting to the Black Forest Trail. Have to cross this stream here. I had to take that log and throw it there to help me out going across. I didn't see a real good way to cross, and I aired my feet out for a while and put a nice layer of trail toes on, so I didn't want to just immediately dip them right in water, you know? I'm gonna go for, I think, 5 more miles. Those are some nice camps right there, though, I have to say. I had myself a barbecue pulled pork wrap topped with Cheetos that I picked up in my town stop. Crossfork did not have any chili cheese Fritos. It's my only complaint about the town. But the Cheetos sound good, so had those in a wrap. Aired my feet out. Charged the battery a little bit in my phone, the camera. And we gotta start this out with a climb here. I'm feeling some sprinkles too. If you would have hiked on the STS longer, used the North Link Trail to come over to the BFT, you would see more views. The Black Forest Trail is known for hard climbs, but at the there's always a view. There's always a reward. It's a very rewarding trail for the work. So that'd be a plus side to taking the North Link. You would say more Black Forest Trail, the better, is what I mean. I only did that because I wanted to check out the South Link Trail. I'd say I scored myself like maybe a C on that, maybe a B minus, because I don't think I followed it. But I got here. The North Link Trail is zigzaggy, it seems, and I think it's about 8 miles. I feel like that was probably 4 or 5. I want to round it up to 5, but that link, maybe about 2 miles of road walking there. It was actually quite easy. We got to do our climb back up now that we took up. We went down in the valley off the STS. Just hiked around there for a while. Found this little hollow to creep up, and now we gotta go up. But yeah, if you go up on the north side, you'll definitely have more views. You'll see more vistas. That was a fun climb. The Black Forest Trail is a 42-mile loop. It has a lot of climbs and a lot of vistas, a lot of nice campsites. It's definitely a must-see trail. I highly recommend doing all 42 miles of it if you haven't yet. Well, looks like I found my stop for the day. That was an early start to the day. And I think I'm gonna stop here and kill some weight on this pack. Check our miles and get settled in here. Nice looking camp. Ooh, my first camp with chairs. I think this will do just fine. Let me look around a bit. I think it's time for dinner here. It's been raining off and on. I don't know if it's going to quit, but I want to eat. I've been here for quite a few hours, just relaxing, resting my feet. Got this rock here for a little bit of shelter for to boil my water here. Because of course, as soon as I start cooking, it rains even harder. But like I said, it's been coming and going. It's been a beautiful spot here, just beautiful, even in the rain. So today has been a very unique day for me. I got here so early. I just lounged in my tent. Going to go hang my food bags now. Had the Texas State Fair chili. Delicious. It's been raining ever since I put my tent up. Just here, there we are. There's a nice tree to hang on right here. Rough morning. It rained steady all night. It hasn't let up. I tried to wait the rain out, but it was like, no, get up and go. So a lot more things are wet than I want them to be wet. Had some visitors at camp last night, and it couldn't have been better timing. It never happened to me before, but I ran into subscribers. They've seen all my videos. They watched my video before they came here to do the Black Forest Trail. And we had a nice chat. It was surreal. Like I said, that never happened to me before. It was really uplifting. And it was just the right time. And you know, I've been sluggish the last couple of days if it hasn't shown in the video. I don't know, but I haven't been moving very fast. Stopped early yesterday and everything. Maybe some things are just meant to be. Just like I said, I really needed it. Thank you. So I'd like to give a shout out to Drew and Melanie. It was so nice to meet you. I mean, to know people were really watching my videos for entertainment and knowledge on trails. Man, to actually see it in person, that really meant a lot to me. Hope you had a great hike. They're planning on getting out of here today. To know that put all these hard work in these videos, and yeah, it is hard work, and I do enjoy it. I love editing stuff. I've been into it since I was young. My brother and I would make home videos, home movies with the neighbor kids. We have a whole Star Trek movie and a bunch of little, like, Night of the Living Dead zombie stuff. I guess it all started back then. Survivor Man too was a huge influence. I remember when he came out and I was hiking. I remember taking like a 5 megapixel camera, digital camera, out in the woods and recording myself walking across the stream or something, just so I could look like Survivor Man, you know. Then I get older and have kids and they get into YouTube and I'm like, there's a whole backpacking community? Oh. I mean, I know my channel's small, but just to meet somebody who watches my stuff, appreciates it. I'm telling you, it was just at the right time. I keep calling them my trail angels in my head. They're my trail angels, man. What an experience so far, man. So I figured out this Dutch wire rain kilt better. It has 4 loops at the end for a tie down for a ground cloth, and if you put the string through one of the loops at the corner and pull that drawstring, it holds on nice and tight, and then you Velcro the side. I think I wasn't doing it right. At least that's working for me. It's staying on nice now, and it's really coming in handy. Things you learn on the trail. And the pocket on this thing's really nice. I like having a pocket. I already got a little piece of trash in there right now. So this morning, again, rain overnight. I woke up with a wet tent floor just on the top half. I saw where it seeped in from under the tarp from my head of the tent. There is, I guess, a slight slope, and the water creeped in from just raining all night. I've been thinking about that, and I think I always put down a ground sheet. It's the, if you can see the tarp I carry on my back there. Like, I don't know if I need to re-seam seal the tent. I checked the tarp before I left, and it's solid. Seam seals are tight, man. They're nice. The tent was so-so, but I thought, excuse me. The tent was so-so, but I thought it'd be fine because I have a tarp to put under it, but apparently not. And I also wonder if I should get some of that waterproof spray you can spray on things and spray my tent, but I hate to ruin it. Well, here we are in this old pump house here. This water was used, this stream here, to pump water to help cool off engines or something like that. Maybe I'll put it on the screen, I forget. I explained this before, but this is the old pump house. Little place of refuge from the rain for a minute. I want to say it's starting to die off. Every time it starts to die off and sprinkle, it picks right back up again, so I'm not going to say anything. Kind of gross in here though. I don't like standing in here, really. Okay, let's get moving. I skipped the coffee and breakfast this morning. I mixed up a caffeinated drink. I have some standby caffeine drinks in case I didn't want to make coffee or can't, like a couple nights on this trip, or a couple mornings on this trail. Filled my pouch here up with morning snacks and just started moving. We're going to cross Route 44 soon. And I'm hoping I might be able to get a little reception on the phone there to check the weather forecast. On a Blue Blaze trail here. Coming up out of there. Oh, we're going this way. Here's the orange. But yeah, I'd like to get a beat on the forecast to see, boy, it'd be nice to have a break in this rain. And yeah, 50 degrees and sun is nice, but 50 degrees and rain and clouds, it's chilly. Well, crossing Route 44 here, no reception. I know we got a bit of a climb here with a big view. We might get reception there. If not, I got to resupply my snacks. I'll check out the satellite messenger because I I turned it off for now, save the battery. But I just wanted to, I want to hike as far as my feet will let me today because they're wet and they're not going to get drier. So when they tell me to take a break, I will. But until then, we're going to keep moving. Well, not much of a view here. So after we left Route 44, we climbed on that logging road for a bit and jumped on the trail called Old Cutoff Trail, if I remember that correctly. Right now, we've been kind of just a little bit of a descent there, but walking the ridge of Hemlock Mountain. Now there's an optional route where you can go down to the Callahan Run. I think it's back there behind me, and come back up in. Beautiful camp spots down there. It's a beautiful stream. We're about to get up here to the top of Hemlock, and it usually has some outstanding views. Excellent, just top-notch views, but not today. Black Forest Trail is full of just awesome views, but I don't think I'm going to be getting any. So I made a little change of plans in my head. After we get down off Hemlock Mountain, it dips down into Naval Run. I'm going to take a little cutoff trail of my own right into Slate Run early. Get out of this rain because it ain't stopping. So while my feet are still feeling good, I'm real surprised about that. I put a thick coat of trail toes on them this morning. Must really be helping. My plan right now is to get down in this Slate Run and assess the situation, get dry and warm, because this Frog Togs is, I'm pretty sure it's wet on both sides. And so that's my plan. We are going to be in the Slate Run by early afternoon. The climb off Hemlock Mountain is steep, but at least I'll have gravity on my side. Just be careful not to slip.
When I set out to do this adventure, I knew I was stepping into uncharted territory for myself. Long-distance hiking not only takes its toll on your mind and body, but the gear you take and the way you use it really comes into play more so than a weekend trip. Not re-seam sealing my tent after 6 years really came back to bite me, and I just didn't want to deal with the wet sleeping pad and quilt for the next 3 to 4 days because the rain was forecasted not to let up at all. And let me tell you, it did not. Since this hike, I've made the necessary adjustments, and I even purchased some new gear. My Nightcore headlamp, which has done me so well over the years, even started to malfunction towards the end of this trip. The experiences I had during this journey was everything I imagined a long hike would be, and I couldn't be more grateful for being able to do this. Editing these 4 parts over the past month has lit a fire in me, and I feel like my journey is just beginning. You know, whether you're trying to muster the courage to do your first solo overnight, planning your first long-distance thru-hike, or just trying to hit your next milestone in backpacking, you're not alone. No matter the skill level or gear you possess, there's always something to learn and appreciate. And if you don't make it the first time, there's always a second try, or third. At least that's what I told myself, because recently, I've been informed of a proposed loop planned around this route, and I just might be involved in that project. You know, having this channel has opened me up to more experiences than I ever expected, and I'm really excited for what the future holds.
I think meeting subscribers and knowing that I touched them in a way that I never knew that it I never knew people enjoyed the videos so much. That was the absolute highlight right there. That was the pinnacle.